With the Queen's Jubilee celebrations well underway and many of us enjoying a long weekend break, we thought we'd do something a little different this week. Hi everyone, I'm Johnny Thompson and welcome to the Village Halls podcast, sponsored by Allied Westminster, the UK's largest specialist provider of village hall insurance and the home of Village Guard. Now it is, of course, a very special weekend, with village, church and community halls up and down the country organising events to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. And so rather than sitting here in the studio, I thought it would make a nice change to get out and about and visit one such hall and get a flavour of everything that's going on. So this week I headed off to Chorleywood War Memorial Hall to meet two wonderful ladies from the Parish Council, Debbie Rosario and Yvonne Merritt, who along with other council staff and volunteers organised an afternoon tea party to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's 70-year milestone. The event not only entertained the locals, but raised money to support an influx of Ukrainian refugees. As well as meeting and chatting with several residents, I also spoke to a Ukrainian family sheltering here in the UK, who would also come along to the event. And there was some great entertainment too from the Chorleywood Orchestra and the Chiltern Choir. Here's what I encountered on my little trip out.
This is an all-stations Metropolitan Line train to Amersham. The next station is Chorleywood.
So here we are. I've arrived at Chorleywood in Hertfordshire, where the Parish Council have arranged all kinds of events to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. So all I have to do now is find my way around to Chorleywood Memorial Hall, where they're about to hold an afternoon tea party to get everyone into celebratory mood. Okay, so here I am. I've arrived at the hall, which is a very striking building, adorned as you would expect with Union Jacks, and a sign showing the years 1914 to 1918, the hall of course being built in honour and to remember those that fell during the First World War. So let's get inside, join in with the celebrations, grab a cup of tea and a little bit of cake perhaps, and also meet some of the locals and those who've organised the Jubilee celebrations here in Chorleywood. Okay, so I'm joined now by Debbie and Yvonne, who have really been behind the organisation of today's event. Tell me, Debbie, what's today mean to the local community?
I think it obviously is a celebration of the 70 glorious years of the Queen's reign. I think for lots of people here today, they will possibly either have been at the coronation parade or would have watched it on television possibly. So I think for them, it probably brings back a happy time, probably brings back lots of memories of everything that they've seen in the past 70 years. And we really just wanted to get people together today just to just to allow them to celebrate that with other people of their own age group and actually some younger people as well. So yeah, I think it's a really special day.
And your role, you're chairman?
I'm chair of the Parish Council.
Of the Parish Council.
Yeah.
But that brings you, because there's several village halls, isn't there, in Chorleywood?
Yeah, so in total we have 5 village halls. This is the biggest one. In fact, this year it's 100 years since this hall was built. So wonderful. We've got another big celebration later on in the year.
Because of course it's a memorial hall.
It's a memorial hall, the War Memorial Hall. Yeah,
1922
it was built. So yeah, a year of lots of celebration for us here in Chorleywood.
And Yvonne,
I'm the clerk to the council.
You're the clerk to the council. And I've seen you running around frantically here before everything started.
Yes.
Getting everything organised.
Yeah, we're a small team. We've only got 5 admin staff and we've put all this on today. When you work at Parish Council, you have to be a jack of all trades. But actually, it's quite good fun.
Yeah. And what does it involve? What is it you're actually putting on for the people?
Well, today everyone's got an afternoon tea, which we've made ourselves. They are also given a Jubilee mug, and which has been funded by the Parish Council. And then we have an orchestra that's going to play some music from a repertoire that the Queen has chosen as the favourite songs throughout the decades. And then we have the local choir, who are also going to sing songs that no doubt we'll get the audience joining in.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to listening to that. And there's another side to this event as well, isn't there? Because I know you've charged a small amount for the tickets, but this is to raise funds for some Ukrainian refugees that have
Yes,
moved here.
yeah, we have a number of Ukrainian refugees that have moved into the village, and some of them really have nothing. So some of them are in with families, which isn't so bad, but we have some that have been put into temporary accommodation that literally came with the clothes on their back. So as a community, we have a Facebook page, people have been donating what they can manage, what they can afford, or practical items. And we're just raising some money today to help towards that.
And Debbie, how many people are you expecting?
Well, anything up to 90.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a bit weather dependent, to be honest. But yeah, we had 90 people register, so we're hoping they'll all turn up.
Because it is quite a large hall.
Yes, yeah, I think we have a capacity of 100, but obviously with all the helpers.
And what other sort of events and facilities does this building regularly provide to the community?
All sorts. I mean, everything from birthday parties to the film club to AGMs of things like the Residents Association. In fact, our own AGM. We've had Diwali celebrations here. I mean, everything. Any celebration that you can think of. And in November we normally have a memorial service as well, being a war memorial hall. We have a memorial service here, so it's everything from really happy celebrations through to remembering things and events, community events like today.
Is there any events that you'll be hosting to celebrate the 100 years? Have you got anything planned for that?
Yes, so later on, we're still sort of working on that, or the fine detail at the moment, but in essence we'll do something possibly not dissimilar to today, but again we'll have a range of sort of variety of acts. Again, another sort of remembrance type celebration.
And Yvonne, there's quite a few things happening as well as this event, isn't there, for the
Yes.
Platinum Jubilee? What else are you doing?
Tomorrow night we're actually lighting the beacon on the Common, and that is part of the procession that's going from Scotland all the way through to Buckingham Palace. So we've been told it's very specifically 9:30. It must be lit because it follows through. So we've got that, and there's an awful lot of street parties in Chorleywood, which is why we decided to do the events today and tomorrow evening, so that we didn't clash with other local events. We've also given out over 1,000 Jubilee mugs to all the school children in the area, and the chairman and vice chairman and myself have been giving those out. That's been fun because we've been to lots of assemblies where the children are really learning about the royal family and what it means to be the Queen, which has been really interesting, from like little 3-year-olds singing the national anthem right the way up to sort of 11 and 12-year-olds sort of like giving monologues of what happened during the decades. So it's been great.
And what does this event mean to you personally?
Well, I love this hall, and it's just lovely to see community events going on because it's a village hall. So it's a village hall for the villagers, for the people, and I'm actually quite proud that we've got such a wonderful facility and we're able to do this for people, because that's our role as a parish council, really, to support and put on nice things for our parishioners.
And I think after 2 years of COVID and not being able to do those community type events, this feels extra special. It's the first big event we've been able to put on post-COVID. I know not quite out of it, but it's the first big event, and it's an amazing event. It's historic. So I think for us it's a bit of a double whammy, really. Real cause for celebration.
Yeah, it's a real one-off, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a real one-off, and as I say, it just, it feels like we've been allowed out to play, because we've actually been allowed to do this, post the last 2 years that we've had. So, yeah, I think it has a special resonance for everybody. And as Yvonne says, our role is to serve the community, and it's nice to be able to serve the community in this particular way, which we've really not been able to do for the last 2 years.
Wonderful. Well, listen, thank you both for allowing me to come along and
You're
gauge
welcome.
crash today.
Thank you for coming along.
And I think I'm going to go and mingle with a few of your guests,
Yeah.
get their perspective on today's event, and obviously I'm looking forward to some of the entertainment coming along later as well. But
Yeah.
thank you again.
And
both for your
don't
time.
forget to have an afternoon tea while you're at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
Some
you very
cake.
much.
Some
Thank you.
cake.
Yeah.
Lots of cake.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. So Sharon, you've been doing the boxes, I understand. What are the boxes exactly that you get dished out?
The events coordinator had this fantastic idea of making up the cardboard boxes that you would get from a bakery so that the residents could take the tea home with them if they didn't manage to eat it all.
Yeah.
So obviously we've done pretty well. We had donations. Morrison's were donating cakes, weren't they? And we've had sandwiches donated. So there's quite a lot in the boxes. Sandwiches, scones, cream, jam, and cakes. So yes, we thought that residents might not be able to eat all of it, so they might like to take it home. And there's also a Jubilee mug in there as well on behalf of Chorleywood
So
Parish
all of these
Council.
sandwiches were kind of pre-prepared? Is that
No.
right? Have you all frantically been eating?
Let me see. We had 2 volunteers plus the chairman of the council making sandwiches this morning. So we've had ham, cheese, egg. What was the other one? Cucumber. So they've been involved in making sandwiches as well as having sandwiches donated as well. It's quite a spread.
Well, listen, I'll leave you to it because I can
Thank
see
you.
you're stirring a
A
huge
hot pot of tea.
there.
That's right. Yes.
Which I can see is going
People-
down very well
It
with
is
the
going down
with the
very
guests
well.
today.
It
So
is
thanks for your
indeed.
time. And,
Thank you.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks, Lou. So I'm joined here by Pooja, and your daughter, who is called Ishika, and you're the grand age of 7 years old, Ishika. Fantastic. And why have you come along today, Pooja?
So we've been living in Chorleywood for 8 years now, which is a beautiful village, and it was a great way just to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee and just give our support to the Ukrainian refugees.
Yeah. And you're a big supporter of the village hall.
Absolutely. We've held Ishika's birthday here. We've attended lots of school birthdays and events at the Chorleywood Village Hall. It's a fantastic venue.
Yeah, it's just a great way to get to know everybody.
Absolutely, and
as
we
well.
have such a great community in Chorleywood.
Yeah.
Lovely community.
Now I'm joined by a very interesting family who've travelled from Ukraine
Yes.
to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Olha.
Ola, and you're here with your family of...
Yeah, this is my grandson Oleg and Danilo. This is my daughter Tatiana and my daughter-in-law Julia. I'm happy because here and he and grandson here and in Ukraine bad, very bad. My mom still in Ukraine. My daughter's husband still in Ukraine. I like it here. I'm British people, very good people for my family, for my country. British people very helping me and my friend and people in Ukraine. I'm thank you so much, people, British people.
And have you enjoyed this afternoon?
Yeah, very nice. I'm very thank you.
Okay, so now I'm joined by Andrew, who is chairman of the Chorleywood Orchestra. Wonderful performance today.
Thank you.
And I understand the selection of tunes was based around those that are the favourites of the Queen, is that right?
when we knew we were going to play at this event, I googled Queen's favourite music, and 3 of the ones that we played today were on that list, and all songs from the shows. Back in the day, Gershwin and Irving Berlin. So we thought it'd be nice to include those and then do a whole programme pretty much of that kind of music.
And how long have you guys been together?
Well, the orchestra's been going for 5 years, but this group, this string quartet with clarinet, we've just been playing together for a few months.
Really?
Yeah. So
very polished performance.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Been together that long.
And our viola player Alex did most of the arranging of the pieces we played today.
Yeah.
So I'd arrange 1 or 2 of them, but he does most of our arranging.
Hi Dorothy, it's lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Have you enjoyed today's event?
Wonderful. I didn't expect to see everything like this. And the choir, I was thinking, going back to my childhood, I used to sing lots of those songs at school.
Yeah. And the orchestra as well, they were pretty good.
They were very good. Yeah. There were some of the songs, there again, I was singing quietly because I can't sing properly.
Yeah. How old are you, Dorothy? Could you remember?
84.
84. So you'll remember. Can you remember the
beginning of the war?
And the coronation.
The coronation, yes.
Yeah.
My auntie had one of the first televisions.
Okay.
And we didn't have a television, but we went to her house, and all the children sat on the floor, and the grown-ups at the back, and it was a little 9-inch television. Yeah. Yes, I saw all the coronation.
And 70 years later...
Yeah, I'm seeing it again.
Yeah, we are, 69 years since the coronation, of course.
Yes.
And here we are. And Queen Elizabeth's done very well, of course, hasn't she?
Oh, she's a wonderful queen.
Yeah. Hi, Helen, you're from the local care home.
Yes, Chorleywood Beaumont Care Home.
Chorleywood Beaumont Care Home. And how many people have you brought along?
We brought 6 today.
6.
Yeah.
And ranging from what age to what age?
From 65 to 98.
98,
yes.
Yeah, because I was talking to Maisie before, who's 97.
97, yes.
Yeah. And I guess you guys have got a few things arranged for the rest of the weekend.
We have. We've got a fantastic... We're going to the Chiltern Museum tomorrow for another tea party. Then we've got our own garden party on Friday. So we've invited the community, family and friends. So we've got lots of things happening, haven't we? And we've got our own choir coming to sing as well.
We went to the aeroplane place, didn't we?
Yeah, museum, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It was lovely.
So we've had a fantastic
Very nice.
Yeah. And what's your name?
Flora.
Flora. You've enjoyed today, Flora. I can see you were one of the ones I was seeing who was sitting having a little dance in your chair.
Well, I can't dance because I got hurt on the legs.
Yeah.
So
But you still enjoyed. You've had a really good time. Yeah?
But I'm only 98. So.
98. Yeah. 2 years older than the Queen.
Oh, the Queen is lovely.
Yeah.
Yes. We curtsy to the Queen as we go in, don't we?
We do. We have a lovely cutout, and every day, don't we? We curtsy and we wave to her in the mornings.
Well, what a fantastic event, and well done to everyone at Chorleywood Parish Council for bringing it all together. And thanks, as always, of course, to our headline sponsor and specialist insurance provider, Allied Westminster, for making our podcast possible, and whose services you can discover more about at villageguard.com. And to online booking system provider Hallmaster, who also sponsor our podcast and can be found at hallmaster.co.uk. You've been listening to the Village Halls podcast, a unique listening community for Britain's village, church and community halls, and anyone interested in the vital community services they provide. Please visit thevillagehallspodcast.com for more information. Whatever you've got planned for the rest of the Platinum Jubilee weekend, I hope you all have a wonderful time. Enjoy the celebrations, everyone, and until the next time, goodbye for now.